Hi, welcome to Let's Talk Sports podcast with me, Lucia. This week we are going to talk a little college football, and by a little I mean very little, and the NFL this week and previewing week 3. This week has had to be the worst week for injuries in the NFL. Damn it, they were like Oprah out there. You get an injury, you get an injury, you all get an injury. I'm going to go through the list of injuries, and this might take 4 million years to list all of them. The first one, Saquon Barkley from the New York Giants, high ankle sprain, out for the rest of the season. Running back, Reham Mostert from the San Francisco 49ers, MCL sprain, out for 3 to 4 weeks. Running back, Trevin Coleman for the San Francisco 49ers, knee soreness, out for multiple weeks. Running back, Cam Akers, LA Rams, ribs, status to be determined. Wide receiver, Cortland Sutton for the Denver Broncos, torn ACL and MCL, out for the rest of the season. Wide receiver, Paris Campbell, Indianapolis Colts, PCL and sprained MCL, out indefinitely. Wide receiver, Breshad Perlman for the New York Jets, ankle sprain, week to week. Wide receiver, Sterling Shepard for the New York Giants, turf toe, out indefinitely. Quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo for the San Francisco 49ers, high ankle sprain, week to week. Quarterback, Drew Lock for the Denver Broncos, severe rotator cuff sprain, out 2 to 6 weeks. I mean, that's only some of them. There were so many more that just came out. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because we didn't have preseason. So all the injuries are happening in the second week because they haven't played football, and football is a contact sport for an entire off season with no preseason. It's mind boggling. For me, the most devastating injury has to be Saquon. I had hope. I know. The Giants had sucked for so long. Ever since they won the Super Bowl 8 years ago, they've honestly sucked. Honestly, at this stage, I would sign Antonio Brown. That is how desperate I am for some relevancy in the NFL. I would sign Antonio Brown. Daniel Jones needs somebody. Just somebody. I think I'm done. I think I'm done caring about the Giants. I love them, but for my mental health, I need to just not think that they're going to win. That somehow, some way, they are going to pull it off and win. And this year it only took 2 weeks. But let's be realistic. I'm probably not going to live up to that. And next week you're probably going to hear me again with the same rant about the Giants. It's just a thing that I do. The Atlanta Falcons. Holy bleep. Can they ever hold on to a lead? I think this is just as bad as when they lost the Super Bowl, when they're up 25 to the New England Patriots and they lost that lead. I think they just need an overhaul. They need a coaching change, a personnel change. I don't know what they need, but they need to get that old culture out. That onside kick, and when 6 Falcons players were backing up from the ball like it had the COVID-19. Dallas didn't win that game. Dallas did not win that game. Atlanta lost it. That has to be the worst loss so far. Because they were up so much and then they lost it. I mean, come on. So let's move on to the games that are on for this week. So I'm going to list all the games and then I'm just going to pick a couple of them up to discuss with you. So the Jaguars versus the Dolphins, aka the Suck Bowl. The New York Giants versus the San Francisco 49ers, aka the Giants get their butts whooped again. The Bills versus the Rams, that should be a good game. Steelers versus Texans, that should also be a very good game. Browns versus Washington, aka the Washington, the team that's probably going to come out of the NFC East versus the Browns, who have all the talent in the world but cannot get their act together. The Vikings versus the Titans, the Eagles versus the Bengals, aka again in the Let's Suck Bowl. The Chargers versus the Panthers, the Patriots versus the Raiders, and the Raiders are on a hot streak right now, so it'll be very interesting to see how they go. And by the way, the new stadium in Las Vegas is fantastic. I cannot wait to go see it once all the world is over. Once all of this is all over, I can go travel to the US and go just follow around teams. I'm very much looking forward to that. The Colts versus the Jets. That should be an easy win for the Colts. The Falcons versus the Bears. The Seahawks versus the Cowboys. Now that game is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that one. The Cardinals versus the Lions. The Broncos versus the Bucks. The Saints versus the Packers. And we're going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers soon. The Ravens versus the Chiefs. So with the Saints and the Packers, I have that actually as my NFC Championship game. I know that Drew Brees did not look good against the Raiders, but I still have them going to the Super Bowl. And in talking about the Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers' comments on the Pat McAfee show, saying that he has made changes in his life and that he is loving. Now the assumption is that he is talking about the ending of his relationship with racing car driver Danica Patrick. There were multiple reports of them having a toxic relationship throughout the 2 years that they were together. And honestly, if you had watched Aaron Rodgers for the past 2 years, he has not been the Aaron Rodgers that we'd all grown to know and love. And this year, he is back. I am so happy that he is making changes, whether they're mental, whether they're emotional, whatever changes that he has made. I'm so happy for the fact that he has made them. And I'm really happy for him. I still don't have them going to the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there. Now let's talk a very little about college football, because it's back. I haven't really ever gone into college football because I don't have a college that I have an affiliation with. And I wish I did. I love how passionate people get around their college. Honestly, I wish that we had some sort of semblance of that here in Australia. I need to learn more about it. In all honesty, I need to learn more about college football. And I need to pick a team. So, leave in the comments below which team you think I should pick. I am leaning more towards LSU just because I like the colours. But then Ohio State, I need to pick a team. Now, a quick NBA Conference Finals update. And this is recorded before the game today between the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. So just little pre-warning on that. Miami are up 3-1 to the Boston Celtics. I think that series is over unless Boston can pull a Denver and come back from it. But yeah, I think the Miami are through to the finals. The Lakers are up 2-1 to the Denver Nuggets. That series is not over yet. I hope to God the Lakers win. I've been praying for last night I was praying, please Lakers win. Please Lakers win. We need this. next week's episode, I will be discussing the conference finals more because hopefully both of them are already done by then. And I will also discuss going into the finals and my predictions for that. So that is all for this week's episode of Let's Talk Sports podcast with me, Lucia. So I'll catch you all next week. Bye.